Hey, hi guys, welcome to PCF. In this video, we are going to discuss what is temporary tables. Okay, what are the temporary tables we have? Okay, types of temporary tables and the difference between the temporary tables. Okay, so let's get started, guys. Okay, we will create one temporary table. Temporary tables like same like a permanent tables. Okay, same like a permanent tables. But what is the permanent tables? That means so where you have a like database. So in the database you have these tables, right? This is called a permanent tables. Okay, this is called permanent tables. So these are the tables like the whatever the tables we have here. So these are permanent tables. Okay, these are storing in the physically database. Okay, storing physically in the database. Okay, so these are called permanent tables. Okay, so temporary tables means same like a permanent tables. Okay, even creation and insertion, updation and everything. Okay, selection and everything same like a permanent table, but where it will store in the temp db. Okay, where we have the temp db, that means we have in the system databases. Okay, you can go to the system database. Okay, here there is a temp db. Okay, here is a temp db case. Okay, so here is a temp db, here it will store. Okay, again, so like, so if you create table name, so the temp tables will have a as symbol. Okay, so how to recognize the temp tables means, so it will have the hash symbol. Okay, so hash symbol, this is for only temporary purpose. Okay, we'll go with the only temporary purpose. We'll go create the temp tables. Okay, no need to drop the temp tables, guys. Okay, just create it. Okay, so and insert the data. So it will insert. Okay, and then so data is been inserted. Now if you want select, you can select. Okay, so you can click on select and then click select. Okay, the data is executed. Okay, now it's showing the data. So where it is, so if you go to the temp db. Okay, so in temporary table there is a, in temp db there is a temporary tables. You can go there and then refresh the temp db. So it's created with one unique number. Okay, so single hash temp table always create one unique number. So to select that, okay, to identify the same table, like which table you have created, something like that. So if you want to go that and then okay, so you have to write a sys select star from temp db sys objects where table name like. Okay, why I'm using like operator, so it's giving some unique number. Okay, some unique number, so that is the reason I'm using this like operator. So that way we can identify. Okay, that's where we can identify when it's created, and then, so everything is giving the results. Okay, if you want only name, you can specify the name. Okay, so it's giving, it give name only. Okay, so some unique number and everything, so you can identify. Okay, you can select like this. But the thing is, so if you go with the new tab, so you cannot identify that single temporary table. Okay, so whatever the single hash temp table, so you have created in this, so that means only one so session. Okay, so one tab only. Okay, so where is that so invalid object, it's showing invalid object means it's only for this tab. Okay, it's not for another tab. Okay, it's not another tab. Okay, this is when we have the single hash. Okay, that is local temporary table. Okay, so when we have the single hash, okay, when we have the single hash, it's a single hash is okay, single hash is a local temporary table. Okay, we have two types of tables: local temp tables, local temp tables, and global temp tables. Okay, when we have the double hash, okay, when we have the double hash front of the table, okay, so that is global temporary table. Okay, so the behavior is different. Okay, global temporary table and simple temporary table, single temporary table. Okay, so this is only for this tab. Okay, this creation, and so you cannot go with another tab, you cannot select that. Okay, you cannot select that. If you select that, it will, so if you, so no need to drop for this local temporary table. Okay, local temporary table you cannot drop, but automatically it will drop. Okay, when you close this. Okay, so let me copy this, and then if you close this. Okay, so if you close this, it automatically drop. Okay, so let me refresh this. Okay, so it will be not there. Okay, so when the tab is closed, automatically that local temporary table will be closed. Okay, that is local temporary table. Okay, that is only for specific tab only. Okay, specific um, tab only. Okay, in this tab only it will work. Next, new query session, it will not work. Okay, so again, if it is a global temporary table case, okay, if it is a global temporary table, there is no unique numbers kind of thing, but you can go with the global temporary table. How to create global temporary table with the double hash? Okay, with the double hash. So you can go with the double hash. Okay, again, so you can keep a double hash here. Okay. Okay, so let me execute it. Okay, so you have to explicitly drop it, this one. Okay, so if you don't drop, okay, it will remain same. And again, okay, so where it is created, so if you close that tab, it automatically close. Okay, it automatically close. Okay, let me go and refresh this temporary table. For this global temporary table, there is no number. Okay, unique number, so you can directly take the number. Okay, name. Okay, and also you can select that in another tab also. Okay, it will be remain. Okay, so it will, when you close this tab, then only it will drop, otherwise you have to drop explicitly. Okay, if you don't close the tab, okay, so it will be remain same. Okay, see that. Okay, so global temporary tables can be, okay, you can share with your colleagues also. Okay, you can share with your colleagues also. So but the thing is, you don't close this. Okay, if you share with your colleague, if you close it, so that this will not be existed. Okay, this will not be existed. Okay, let's see that. Okay, if I close this, okay, if I close this, so let me close this. So again, refresh it. Okay, refresh it. So it's gone now. Okay, even global temporary tables also, if you close the tab, it will be closed. But the thing is, if you don't close, so it will still remain same. Okay, if you don't close, it will still remain same. Okay, that is about the local and global temporary tables. And also, suppose you have created a so everything. Okay, what is the creation and insertion and selection and everything, suppose you try to keep in a stored procedure. Okay, so to store procedure, how it will be means, so let me create procedure temp proc. Okay, tempo proc, something like that. Okay, I'm writing temp proc as begin end. Okay, begin end. So I'm writing a script. Okay, I'm writing a script. This is a script. Okay, so this time I'm going with the single temp table. Okay, so single temp table. Okay, so this one. So now I'm creating the proc. Okay, execute it. Okay, it's created, command completed successfully. Okay, now execute. Okay, now execute it. Okay, it will execute perfectly, but you cannot select that exec and then execute. Okay, exec keyword. Okay, exec. So then execute it. So it's selecting, right? But if you execute the select statement out of the stored procedure, but it will not execute. Okay, so that means this is only for specific to the session only. Okay, sorry, let me don't remove. Okay, just don't write it. So just execute it here. Okay, now it's showing invalid object. If you execute this stored procedure, it executes perfectly. That means, so it's creating, it's inserting the data, and then it's selecting the data, and then it's dropping. Okay, if you select out of stored procedure, it's not executing. Okay, it's not selecting. Okay, if you select out of stored procedure, it's not selecting. Okay, that is the behavior of the temporary tables case. Okay, that is the behavior of the temporary tables. Okay, so now we'll see the difference between. Okay, now we'll see the difference between local temporary tables and global temporary tables. Okay, so first difference is, okay, so local temporary tables will have the single hash. Okay, so the local temporary table, local temp and global temp. Okay, global temp. So local temporary table will have the, so first point, it will have the single hash. Okay, and global temporary table will have the double hash. And this is only for the, it will not available for the next session. Okay, next tab. Okay, so this one, not available. Okay, available for next tab. Okay, so you cannot select in the next tab. Okay, that means the second point means, okay, you cannot, it will not available for the next tab. Okay, next tab, but it will be available for, okay, so it will be available. Okay, global temporary tables will be available for the next tab also, available for next tab. And even you can share with your colleagues also. Okay, so third point is, okay, so no need to drop the, so you no need to drop the, so it's visible. Okay, so where it is stored is stored in the temp table. Okay, so temp db, both are stored in a temp db only, but so temporary tables are visible. Okay, if you close the session, okay, if you close the session, so if you close the session, the local temporary table will gone. Okay, even global temporary tables also will gone. Okay, global temporary tables also will gone, but so only for specific session only. Okay, specific session only. And local temporary tables are automatically dropped. Okay, local temporary tables, okay, local temp tables automatically dropped. Okay, automatically dropped ఎప్పుడు, so when the session that created temporary tables is closed. Okay, where we have created the temporary, if you close that session, so even that closes. Okay, whereas global temporary tables as destroyed when the last connection. Okay, so when the last connection is closed, then only this will be closed. Okay, that is the main difference between local temporary tables and global temporary tables, guys. Okay, so even if you use the global temporary table in the stored procedure, so you have to drop explicitly, otherwise it still remains same. Okay, so you can try that. So if you use the global temporary table in the stored procedure, you can select outside the stored procedure if you don't drop in the stored procedure. Okay, if you didn't drop in the stored procedure, so it will be available for the, so next time. Okay, so if you try to execute the same stored procedure, so let me try to do that. Okay, so if I go with this where we have the single hash, so we'll try to create a global temporary table I'm creating, and then selection. Okay, so I'm selecting. Okay, now create this different. Okay, so temp global. Okay, so G means global. Okay, global, right, global. Okay, so let me create this. Okay, create it. So created successfully. And then, okay, if you try to execute outside this temp table, okay, so it will be executed. Okay, so object. Okay, so this is not available, guys. Okay, this is also not available. Okay, so I thought it will be available. Okay, but so if you execute, sorry, okay, we haven't executed now, right? So if you execute once, okay, that will be available outside the stored procedure. Okay, just let me execute it. Okay, okay, so just try to execute it here. Okay, yes, okay, it's now executed. So even in the select statement also you can execute, I think so. Okay, so now it's executing. So that means, so if you execute second time, so the local global temporary tables already existed. Okay, so this temp table is already existed, you will get that points. Okay, that means global temporary tables you have to drop explicitly. Okay, drop table name. Okay, that means you have to global temporary tables you have to explicitly drop. Okay, otherwise it will not drop. Okay, so then only you can able to execute multiple times, otherwise it will not work. Okay, otherwise it will not work, right? Hope you are getting my point, right? Okay, so alter table name, prop name, and then so time. Okay, so now execute it. Okay, so now execute it. Okay, so executed. So it's okay. So execute. So what's that? So it's already. So we have to drop it. Okay, so we have to drop it. Okay, so sorry. Now execute it. Okay. So now this time, if you execute in multiple times, it will not give any error. Why? Because we are dropping explicitly. Okay. So we are dropping explicitly. So if you select this also, it will be not be there. And why? Because so it's executed and dropped. Okay. So if you execute this only this one, it's executing. See. Okay. If you click multiple times, okay, execution, it will create and then. So why? Because after selection, it's dropping. So that is the reason you are not able to select the outside the stored procedure. Okay. Yes. Hope you understand the single and local and global temporary tables. Okay. Thank you. So if you like the video, please like and share, subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed. Okay. Thank you.